Does laminitis trigger sinking in a horse's coffin bone if they're exposed to a lot of grass? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. The whole point of mitigating a horse's risk of laminitis is to, one, prevent laminitis, but also to prevent secondary founder, which is a direct result of that laminitis when the coffin bone starts to shift and rotate. And if we start to think of a horse's pasture and turnout time as part of their diet, which it is, we know that a consistent diet is most important for horses. So that means the same amount of food at the same intervals for the same amount of time. So if your horse has inconsistent turnout where they're out for long periods of time one day and short periods of time the other day, think of that as like little diet changes, which can be upsetting to the digestive system anyway. But we also know that horses are really smart and they start to realize that if their turnout time is going to be smaller, they will do whatever they can to get as much food into their bellies as fast as they can. And there's actually been a study done overseas in the UK with little ponies who are very smart that figured this out. And they found that these ponies, when given shorter amounts of turnout, use that as a time to eat faster and therefore actually eat more. And the danger of a horse on grass developing laminitis is a direct result of those sugars and starches in the grass hitting the hindgut and creating that weird fermentation event from all the microbes. And anytime we can consistently feed our horses the same thing in the same manner, with a slow feeding system, be it a hay net or a grazing muzzle, that will help mitigate that risk. And you can think of spring grass and fall grass when there's that big bloom of color and growth and sugars and starches as a diet change as well. And even horses that are not at risk of laminitis or founder typically can get a little bit ouchy and sore in their feet when they have that instant diet change as a result of a new spring growth or a new fall growth.